Yozers, we in the building. We live in the hour. We live. We're just going looking over some stuff.
Dates within 90 days after the payment of the.
Where we at? Hit the like button. Jump in the joint. With the volume sounding like. We're gonna check on it real quick. Come on, Bronny ain't no pro. Yeah. Come on, Bronny ain't no pro. Yeah. He's definitely not. He's not that pro. He ain't a pro yet. And that's okay. He gonna get there. No. He gonna get there, my geniuses. You feel me? We just working light, keeping it light. So them sound. Keeping it lit. Waiting for y'all to get up in the chat. We're gonna turn on some music. Sit back and chill on the therapy joint. We just chilling before we go live with Norbs. We going live with Norms at All podcast in about an hour. So when we talking about kind of what we talked about earlier, about how these guys, how they're not really trying to fight nobody. Cause my dude Norbs want to talk about how Berlanga ain't fighting nobody. So we just gonna get in this chat and get it turned real quick.
I want to welcome y'all to Scotty Drippin' too.
We want to welcome y'all to Scotty Drippin'.
Scotty Drippin' is a naughty guy. Get your whole scoop Haagen-Dazs. Y'all ain't eating like it's Ramadan. Earn your stripes like Adidas. Dig like Gucci Taliban. Hand up from the Afghanistan. Hammer on me like a handyman. Check chains on me like an avalanche. Squad ball on the off season. Whole team with the summer camp. I swear no visa. Pinky ring like a damn lamp. And my girl running real slow. Call that the wheelchair ramp. Anybody got a problem, I just a P.O. box with a damn stamp. Name all in your bitch mouth. Got me feeling like I'm trying. Guess you boys ain't potty trained.
We chillin'.
Cause you niggas won't try shit. Steak and shrimp with the chopsticks. Hunters blue like a bunch of crips. Told the clock I need big gas. A bunch of mafia on pump six. Fussing on these niggas off rip. Shoes bumping, I don't never trip. How I bring it to your mama house in your homeroom.
We just getting live in here real quick. We gonna really get in this live, and we gonna talk about how these fighters ain't really trying to get no work. They skipping around, they running around, skipping to different playgrounds, acting like they, man, I need to help get, man, there's plenty of work out here. I'm gonna be dodge whipping. On one mission. And he's sipping on a money mission. Man, hit the cash app in the John. For real. Because, you know, these fighters really not trying to fight nobody. And we here to talk about it. And we're going to talk about it on Norbs today.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. We get a picture. It's up to you. Hell no. I'm joking.
French funny. Cap Quest was good with you. Y'all talking about boots. Yes, of course. Yeah, we talking about.
When it's Eid time, you know, I kind of say, sir, what's up?
You see what I'm saying? We talking about boots. Yeah. We talking about how he going to the zone because he ain't really trying to get no work, bruh. That's what I'm saying. We about to talk about how he ain't trying to get no work. Because there, if you go to the zone, there's nobody there, bro. Who over at the zone? Tell me, somebody. Nobody. Who over there?
Hey, Mahomes, you may have one more of these than me, but do you have one of these? I don't think so. See at the home opener. Hey, yo soy boricua.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? we just letting y'all get up in the chat right now. We're gonna talk about how Boots, everybody trying to say he ducked people, but people ducking him. But we look through the welterweight class. There's some guys in there you could definitely work with. You're not even getting paid that much right now. We're gonna play the music though and let y'all get up in the chat. In that Kingsman chat. We're gonna let y'all get in the chat. I just had a crazy burrito. Yeah, money hungry bitches wanna hunt me cause my pocket's chunky and they pull out hunkies. I won't fuck a bitch unless you got a donkey. I don't like you niggas. I be Donald Trump and you just like your daddy. You amongst of nothing. If you try to rob me, then I'm squeezing, dumping in the strings, attach a lot of fucking saucing on you niggas like a chicken nugget. Got a trigger dripping and the shoe is flooded. I don't wanna deal. Nigga, fuck a budget. Yeah, comments coming. Never see me leaning. Like I'm Willie Beamer. On my jury gleaming. Like a fucking heathen. Pull a bitch, pull your senorita. Keep that money coming, I'ma stack and keep it. I be running game, so I gotta keep it. I don't fuck with you because I got my reasons. I'm the only nigga at the table eating. Keep my name out your mouth when you talk and speak. See what I'm saying? We're gonna figure it out today. And then we're gonna go on Norbs at all and talk about it. We're gonna figure it out and we're gonna go to Norbs and talk about it today. So y'all gotta, we just get on here just to get y'all warmed up. We just on here to get you warmed up to the topic because I don't want y'all being in y'all feelings about what I'm saying about y'all favorite fighter Boots. Like, I don't care nothing about him being your favorite. I care about why he running all over the place when it was somebody he could get work with. And that's what I want to see him actually work with a formidable opponent. And when we seen him in there with Chut Hak Zion, he didn't look good. And that's what we talk about. Because if you put him in there with a known puncher, they're gonna bust his pack, gentlemen. They're gonna bust his pack. And you could be mad at that. That pack gonna get busted though. It's like you ain't even know it.
Yeah.
You gotta get some work.
Yeah, them niggas
Man, they know it.
My pants pocket so heavy, had to
Got
go
Bruce Brad come tow it.
It's my dig and I run shit. You know, treadmill with a toilet. Put money all in your nugget. We knock off your Aaron Gordon. Got a bad bitch with a flight pass who ride a dick like a Ford. She say my name on the birthday candle. She can't wait to come blow it. This Mossberg named Baby Mama. It's hard as fuck to control it. Run up on me and I swear to God, I'ma pull this bitch like a grower. Them lights hit these VVs and that motherfucker start going. You niggas tricking on bitches, saving these hoes.
They little Roy.
I ain't addressing no rumors. I ain't copping no deuces. I'm just chasing this chicken. Y'all just making excuses. I went to jail and I bounced back. I ain't need no crutch. Nah, tell these hoes they should move on like two men in a truck. No ifs, ands, or buts.
That's a good question.
No cut. Hey, bitch, still on my dick. Got your friend all on my nuts.
That's a good question. Andres Kiani says, how does it feel different when you box in the ring versus when you fight in the streets? Well, when you fight in the streets, anything goes. When you box in the ring, there's Queensberry rules. Anything does not go. And in a boxing ring, I determine what's going on. In the streets determine, because there are no rules in the streets. Rule number one in the street rules, there are no rules. So that means it's snitching and everything involved. Even when you was involved with the problem. Now you telling like you wasn't. So yeah, that's the difference. It never felt like a difference to me. I was gonna stop you regardless. Bare knuckle, you really gonna get put to bed. That's another one too. Like bare knuckle, like you can hurt your hand or something. Like you can hurt them in gloves too, but without bare knuckle, you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? But I hit people's chins, so the chin gonna take you. You gonna go for a ride, buddy. We just letting folks come in here, but that's the difference. One is a structure for entertainment. One is structure for killing. That's the difference. Yes, you can die in a boxing ring, even though it's structured for entertainment, and that is because people think it's pride fighting and not prize fighting. Prize fighting, prize fighting means you fighting for a prize, which is a pay. That means you are not supposed to be being in your feelings about boxing. Period. The chin check-in. Shout out to Low. Hey Low, I'm going live with Norbs at All podcast later. We're gonna talk about how these guys not getting in there with ex-champions and journeymen so we can actually see the fights we need to see. That's why we not seeing them, bro. Because the journeymen not getting their paydays. The gatekeepers ain't getting no paydays. You see what I'm saying? That's what made Danny. Listen, if Danny never fights Bud, who cares? But Danny Garcia got his work with Eric Morales and certain guys. Coming up. So, you know, these guys is not getting that work in with the journeyman and shit like that. They not doing it, and it's sad. It's sad, my G.
I want to welcome y'all to Scotty Drippin' too.
We just letting you get in the live. We just chilling.
Scotty Drippin' is a naughty guy. Get your whole scoop Haagen-Dazs. Y'all ain't eating like it's Ramadan. Earn your stripes like Adidas. Dig like Gucci Taliban.
And from the Afghanistan.
Hammer on me like a handyman. Check chains on me like an avalanche. Squad ball on the off season. Whole team with the summer camp. I swear no visa. Pinky ring like a damn lamp. And my girl riding real slow. Car at the wheelchair ramp. Anybody got a problem, mind just a P.O. box with a damn stamp. Name all in your bitch mouth. Got me feeling like I'm tried in. Guess you boys ain't potty trained. Cause you niggas won't try shit. Steak and shrimp with the chopsticks. Hunters blue like a bunch of crips. Told the club I need big gas. A bunch of mafia on pump six. Fussing on these niggas all
Listen, that Gelato 41. That was some. That was some. Oh, that was some shake I had, but I had these moon. See these moon rocks. These moon rocks is real. I got one left. Telling you, that's all you need. Little moon rock, little shake. Once you put that joint together, hit you a little joint, you good. You good. And moon rock. Yeah, man. I'm not appreciating Boots' moves right now. Like Berlanga is another one too. Like I really don't appreciate these guys how they moving around the ring, the avenues that they're taking. Like I thought Berlanga was supposed to be fighting Danny Jacobs. What happened with that? What happened with it? What was going on with it? That's what I'm saying. Like they was facing off, building nothing. Listen, listen. Another thing too, like a lot of these fights that these people asking for, they thinking they worth this bread, and they not. And the thing is, they lowered them tickets on that Devin Haney, John and Ryan. I told y'all, they not selling like they like. It just don't have that luster. Like this is what I told y'all before. If y'all stop acting like you, not y'all, not the chat. I'm just saying, if y'all quit acting like some in the celly, facts. If niggas just quit acting like they knowing things, like C quiz, they confuse trending on IG with translation in real life ticket sales. C quiz. Quiz. Leo definitely feel it. You feel it, Leo? Come here, Leo. Come here. Come here. Up here. Was watching some scraps on Pro Box. Most definitely. This is the thing, Quiz. They do confuse. See, this is what this is about. That comment is just speaks volumes. That comment speaks volumes of knowledge. That's what we in here doing. Volumes of knowledge, my G. That comment had volumes, Quiz. Because Transferring, listen, Ryan got how many 10 million? A tenth of that is 1 million. A tenth. That's a whole 1 million. He can't get that many people to show up for a Devin Haney fight. See, this is the thing. Boots can't get that many people to show up for his scraps. Terrence Crawford is on pay-per-view. Like, Boots don't have enough that people even know him because he not fighting nobody. He's gonna go over to the zone, fight nobody, and come back and be in the same position. I'm telling you, dog. I know the perfect fight for him. Him and Jamal James, because he tall, he gotta come forward. He gotta fight through boxing, and he big and he tall himself. Egas Cal Velasquez, he can go up and fight Victor Ortiz at 54. Victor Ortiz had rap though. They said I want to see what he looking like. That's serious. You got to be careful with that. That's like extreme muscle atrophy due to not diet and Leo, man. He rhabdo come from fluid intake, not knowing your fluid intake and diet, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta I mean, we just really want to see the talent if it's there. Like, that's all I'm saying. I don't care. Listen, they're not gonna be mad at the Boots talk. I don't care. Because if you nice, I wanna see it. Like Kid Dynamite. Pro debut in there with somebody like 7 and something. And dude was giving him world work. Early weak ass stoppage, but you know, nevertheless, it was good work. You know what I mean? The thing is, I want to see these guys get in there with styles that's going to give them problems early so that they can figure it out. See, that's what people don't understand that Floyd was doing. Floyd was giving people Floyd was getting in there. We all know Floyd to get in there with a tall fighter with a similar style, and then the next fight he'd be fighting a guy who's like the master of that style. And then next thing you know, Floyd is touching him, moving around the ring in such ways of fluidity. We've did mad film studies. Listen, there's one thing you're not gonna do. You're not gonna outthink Mr. Mayweather. You're not gonna do that, bro. You're not gonna outthink cousin. That's not a thing. Hey, listen, I know y'all see this in the back. This is Cuerno okay? My man Shannon made this. Shout out to my man Shannon. But yeah, this says Cuerno. That's something we thought of when we was making, or remember we used to be in the other stew. Yeah, the other stew with the boondocks. Listen, we going to get the boondocks back in here. We going to start getting pictures. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna just have a picture in the back, off to the side. You know what I mean? On the walls, collages. Yeah, My man Tyrone Legacy said, and he thinks fast because he is fast, meaning his mind is fast. Who is that, Tyrone? Leg. Who that is? Who is that? Because that's the thing. When you active in the ring, you do think fast. It's just kind of becomes like it's just repetition. It's like anything that you do in practice. It's just a repetitious thing. And then you get more comfortable with it. And that's the thing. These guys are trying to fight not even mid-tier comp. They're fighting C plus and C minus competition and stacking and getting all these fights and then not taking that next step and but then calling out champs when they up here and shit. Man, come on, man. What is you listen, bro? One thing that I will say, Devin Haney had mad fights in Tijuana. I had fights in Tijuana. When it was time to one thing I noticed about Devin, he been calling out work. Remember, he was calling out Luke Campbell. Devin been calling these guys out, asking for the big fights. Evidently, he knows something. That's one of Floyd's little guys. You see what I'm saying? That's one of Floyd's little gentlemen. You see, you got to think about this is private. You never know what go on in the private. Remember, this channel is about more than just boxing. Time and space, three-dimensional, depth, bending your knees, swagging in there. And that's why Boots should go take out Virgil and take somebody's O. Listen, bro, no. I'm going to tell you what he need to do. He need to fight somebody and there's a hard person to stop and stop him. See, y'all, you know why I'm saying that? Just think about this. Hold on. Anytime old school cats was coming up, if they wanted to fight the man, they'd just start fighting the guys that he fought and be stopping them. That they letting you know I'm in your sanctioning body. I'm coming your way. I'm on my listen. I'm coming your way, my man. I'm on the way. I'm coming to see you. That's why Jaime Munguia got the Canelo fight because he stopped Ryder. And then David Benavidez failed to stop Caleb Plant. And that had to do with skill set and skill set only. That's all it had to do with. It had to do with nothing else, and it wasn't had nothing to do with the ref. We don't do that over here. We're not gonna do that. There wasn't no ref involved. It wasn't. We're not even gonna partake in those matters. You see what I'm saying? Like, no, dude couldn't stop him because he didn't have the skill set of a Canelo, and Canelo see that, and he like, listen, you not that young of a little bro, but you still a little bro. It's gonna take some time, and I'm saying this in regards to Boots because he needs time to develop. In all these fights, you can't develop these fighters by padding a record with C plus competition. Berlanga neither. Boots should fight Avasia. Yeah. And see if he can beat him faster than Bud did. Switch stances and the awkward gave Bud a full 12 before the KO. Facts. And he got 10 million. That's my point. That's a great point, Quiz. 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 What is you doing? You didn't change it to the black dot. I like it. Pause. I like it. No, listen. Jaime is really not. My man Spartan. Killzone. My nigga Killzone Spartan. Killzone Spartan, dog. Well, hold on. Let me call him. Oh, you know what? I gotta get his number on my Google. Yeah, no, but he stopped Ryder though. Can't say that. He stopped Ryder. Let's look at Jaime Munguia's record real quick. Hold on. Let's see who he got some work with. Hold on, my jaw moving kind of slow because I got different electricity coming out of my fingertips. You know, in the Quran, Eid Mubarak, you know, in the Quran, it states you have nerve endings in your fingertips. And when you touch food, you the one make it taste good. And when you lick your fingers like that, pause, you got digestive enzymes in your fingertips to help digest your food better. Um, you that's just for you to take. So you wondering why you do things that you do. It's in your DNA. It's in your God language. That's why you do that. You got digestive enzymes. That's why every food you eat with your hands, it tastes like burritos, french fries, tater chips. Anything you touch with your hands, you give it. All right, man. That's why you be seeing people do things like this. You see that triangle up and triangle down. That's as above, so below. That's called a mudra. Mudra. Nerve endings in your fingers and you connect them both of them. Mudras. It's in Hinduism. Different forms of the arts. Jaime Munguia, 43 and 0 with 34 KOs. Let's see. Let's get Saddam Ali. Hold on. Hold on. Let me know if you know any of these names. Yeah, those are guys bars, bro. Them is the listen. I was in that 11 Laws of God today. That book is crazy. That book is crazy hard, bro. It was talking about the difference between the self and your spirit. And your spirit constantly subjects the self to pain and all, and they just really brought me back to like Islam, the root chakra. It really brought me back to your spirit is something that is conditioned to do it things if you let outside things influence it. It's energy slash matter. Consciousness and will was immaterial. You have to be aware of the present. Just think about those things because the self is what controls the spirit, which controls the body. Listen, I'm going to name these names. Saddam Ali. This is Jaime Munguia. Liam Smith, Canelo fought. Takashi Inoue. Dennis Hogan, Patrick Alati, Gary O'Sullivan, Torino Johnson, Camille Zerameta, Gabriel Rosado, Demetrius Ballard, Jimmy Kilrain Kelly, Gonzalo Gaston Correa, Sergio Derevchenko, John Ryder, and now he about to work with Canelo. Canelo got 60, 62 and 2. Canelo got 64 fights, my G. That's a old school record for real. He has some Jaime Munguia got some decent and his last well no. I see why he getting work with Canelo, bro. Listen, since 2019, he stopped all his fighters except Sergey Derevyanchenko. He got a unanimous decision. And Sergey Derevyanchenko only has 18 scraps. He 14-4. Listen, that means he listen. Sergey Derevyanchenko he's getting work out here. That man he just now got 18 fights in 2023. He been on the scene for a minute, bro. He only lost to good fighters like champions. Um, a lot of people avoided him. They avoided Derevyanchenko. They avoided the Eastern European. He a technician for real. I remember when he was on the roll. Liam Smith said on my lead. Him was like at 54. But yeah. Jaime Munguia. No, listen, Canelo's definitely gonna stop Buddy. But I don't think it's gonna be as easy as everybody think it is because dude be lightweight trying to box. You see what I'm saying? No, he stopped David in 7 though. I think he's gonna stop Jaime in like 10. I think he's gonna stop him in like 10 rounds. He's gonna have to really wear him down. He might not stop him, bro. Just to be safe with that. He might not stop him because Jaime might try to box him. You know, it's different. Listen, it's a different atmosphere. You never know. That's the thing. We speculating off, what we used to seeing. But Jaime ain't never he undefeated. So we don't know how he gonna come out. You gotta be aware of that. We don't know how he's gonna react to come out. We don't know none of that. So think about that. Like you gotta. That's why you always gotta. That's why over here we gotta see him work. That's why I said I want to see the work because when you see it, we gonna see. Jaime Munguia is a live dog. That's what you call a live dog. He's young. He's strong. He's 27. Like he's not small, bro. He ain't a small fighter. He got size on it. I got a picture with him in my phone somewhere. He got size on him now. Like pause. So, I want to see it. I think it's gonna be like a 10. Cause you gotta remember Jaime got a lot of fights. And he stopped some guys, but some of his fights go to TKOs. He been in a lot of like wars. Not like wars, but a lot of exchanges to where, you start learning over time. You start learning over time. He has some decent boxing skills. David, I think he might. You know what? I don't know how him and David would turn out, far as him stopping him, because you never know how people act when they get hit with certain shots. And I'm talking about Canelo hitting David. So it's like you just never know. I think he might. I think he'll stop David in probably like a late round, like 11 or 12. You know what I'm saying? Because they be getting tired in there, and that's the thing. You could say, well, he don't get tired, but when you in there with somebody that's good, they know how to make you tired, bro. I'm telling you, you're in there with someone that's good. They're not they're not where they at because they don't know how to make you tired. That's why Sugar Ray Leonard was tired against Hagler. It's because Hagler's good. He know how to put pressure on you. You can't take a break. He's steady in your face, hitting you with shots. Like point blank range, cracking you. Like if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, Marvin Hagler will definitely stop you because he's not gonna stop working you. And he's gonna be hitting you with shots, bang, bang, bang. And he was a small middleweight, so he had a little shot. So he was gonna be punching your head off. Pause. So you gotta think about that. And this is just all stemming off of Boots. We're not getting the fights we want because we're not seeing these guys take chances over and over against styles to give them problems till they learn how to start stopping them guys. And that's the thing, how you get better. Once you start stopping them guys, then it be over with. You be like, oh, I get it. And then them guys start coming up out of there. See what I'm saying? So, it just depends. Canelo has fought the fights we wanted to see. I want to see Boots in there with, like I said, Jamal James because he's tall and he gonna be boxing. If Boots could stop him, that's a hard thing because dude's so tall. He not going to 54. Hey, listen, dog. That's what I'm saying. And ain't nobody over there at the zone at welterweight. I'm thinking, who over there besides Connor being at welterweight? Josh Kelly at 60 or 54 or something. They want the biggest check with the least amount. Quiz. Talk yo. Hey, 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 hey. That's what I'm saying. Quiz says they want the biggest check with the least amount of risk. We need a couple super six. This why Andre Ward, the GOAT of 160. Listen, me and Low Nose did a boxing video on the 68 GOATs. Go over to Low Nose and watch that. Yeah, and that's what we saying. We need a super six. Listen, we had one with the welterweights, but they was scared with Danny Garcia and all of them. They were all waiting, but dude came and got them anyway, as you can see. Yeah, Josh Kelly definitely gonna get stopped by Bud. Bud gonna put pressure on him. Cause dude gonna be trying to do that boxing and Bud gonna be going to his guts. And it's gonna be a body. So it just really depends. Boots, Leo, come here. Boots got to get some work, man. I've been looking at these records and I mean not these records, these rankings and welterweights. Ain't nobody in them welterweight categories for real to be getting work with, except Stanionis already fighting somebody. So like going over to the zone gonna put you in there with Connor Ben or something like that, and that is fufu garbage sauce. I don't want it. I don't want it. Mm-mm. Nope. We don't want it. We don't want that type of meal. Pause. No, get down. Get down. Yeah, we don't want that. We want to see you get some decent little Workington. Right. I ain't even mean to hit that. But we want to see you get some work. And we gonna see it. You feel me? So I wanna see who speaking of Boots and Bud, I wanna see who Bud gets some work with next. Who y'all think Bud gon' who he gonna get work with? Cause they talk well Fundora got his nose broke. So he gonna have some time off, buddy. Fundora had a broken nose. So he's definitely taking time off. So what we doing? Fundora gonna need 6 months. You heard what Prentice said. Dude don't know how to keep nobody off with the jab. Bud will walk through and stop him instantly to the head. Pause. And it be going to his body. Listen, I wanted to see it, but now that I thought about what Prentice was saying, and I was thinking about dude's jab. That's why Zoo was hitting him with decent shots, but not nothing crazy. Is because dude's jab is kind of foo barbar. Like it's basura. It's not a good jab. He don't know how to really slang that joint with the height. That's what I'll be saying. Like I would literally spend a whole camp showing him how to sling his jab. Pause. You got to. You got to know how to stick it young. You got to know how to do that, dog. If you don't know how to, you really have to know how to sling your jab. That's what keep people at bay and from wanting to dart in because they figure, once again, I've said this, they figure, man, if it's jabbed that hard, I don't want to run into that right hand or that left hand. Let me be careful and move my head going in. Then you start moving that dome. You don't want to get it knocked off. And that's the thing. Boots, that's why some of these guys back to Boots, just to bring it all the way back. That's why they not accruing the revenue that they need, and ticket prices and things are getting lowered because I'm not gonna say power. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it got to do with power because I see the talent and the potential, but these guys are not understanding boxing in its purest form and whatever they style to choose to fight in. They're not using that to learn how to break these guys down and stop them, make them quit. See, that's what you listen. You don't have to rely on the judges. It's a certain way you box a guy and he wants to quit. I'm telling you, it do got to do with hard punching though. I can't lie about that. It do got to do with punching hard. But it's not just punching hard, it's clean shots, how you go to their guts, pause. You know, those things matter. What they say? Spence versus Fundora will be a better fight, or Spence versus Zoo for a redemption match for both. I like Spence versus Zoo. I like Spence versus Zoo. That's a good fight. That is a good fight. Listen, I'll watch that. Spence versus Zoo is a good scrap because they both like around the same height and length. Pause. So that'll be a good scrap. That'll be a good scrap. I'd rather see Spence and Zoo. Fundora, bro, we heard what dude said. Prentice Brewer. He doesn't have a real jab. People gonna walk through it. I mean, that's why, and that's the thing. That's why I seen early in the Zoo fight, he was already touching him. And that's because he don't know how to keep him back with the jab. Like, especially if your weak nose is weak, you really gotta be on your jab tough. Stop, Leo. You gotta be on your jab crazy. And I mean like really sharp. Young, I mean out the gate to the guts. Young up jab, young flicking it. Bang. That's one thing you gotta be on. People don't spend enough time working their jab. Spence versus oh yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Nope.
I want to see Spence versus Zoo. I want to see it. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. I want to see Spence versus Zoo. I'll take that. That's for interim. That's for the interim, John. That can be for an interim. What belt Fundora got? What belt Fundora got? Somebody let me know. What belt Fundora got? We gotta work together. Somebody let me know what belt Mr. Fundora. What belt do we got? Then we could once we know what belt he got, then we can they can get the interim whatever he got. They can do a champion recess because his nose heal, and then Zoo can get that work. But Zoo and Spence and then Spence, if he win, then he get to rightfully get to get work with Fundura for the real title, and then they'll be the real champ. That's a good one. Spence versus Zoo first. Let Fundora heal up, and then the winner fight Fundora. What y'all think about that one? Leo, what you creeping low for? Fundora got the WBO, WBC now. And y'all both got conflicting. The WBC vacant or do Fundora got it? They was talking about stripping him of that WBO. We got to get that. Hey Leo, get out of here. We got it. We need that WBO. They're talking about stripping that because Bud was in line. So then if he got the WBC, then that's what he looking for. Or is it vacant? Spence and Lubin will be nice too. Yeah, hey, watch out. I'm going with Lubin though, cause Spence ain't got no D, and he ain't gonna. He be Lubin be punching, and you thought Bud did him greasy. That can be greasy. Lubin can punch. You can't be standing there just thinking you're gonna go to the body on Lubin, and Lubin need to work on his defense. I did notice And this is why we talking about Lubin, because at 54, y'all was asking for Lubin and Boots too, which would be a decently good scribe. That would be. It's just Lubin can punch, and he need to bend his knees because he be standing up tall with his opponents. Spence versus Danny Garcia at 154. No, because Danny Garcia ain't gonna be trying to get no work. He's scary. Danny Garcia scary, dog. And I don't mean as a man. I mean technically. He's not technically sound. So he's scary. He's scared to get into work with some guys. It is a lot of matchups at 54 and 60. But I'm telling you, some of these guys do not want to be in there. So it just really depends. Shout out to 7-7. Listen, man, we were just getting a quick live in talking. We're gonna be over on Norb's John. We're gonna go over to Norb's John. We're gonna get off of here. We're gonna chill for a minute until it's time to go on Norb's. Norb's at all John. Prah. No, but on some real what? Ryan Garcia don't want to be in there. Dev better work him. Hey, bro, that's left to be seen. Listen, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Cause you look like you've been working on his boxing. Like, we're gonna see what it looks like. So stay tuned, relaxed. Meet me over at Norb's at all. We getting over there. Hey, listen, hit that Cash App. Y'all ain't the Cash App is back up there. I need to go into that. Pause. Drop something off. Come out to sign your little, and then put something in a memo so I can shout you out on here. Hit the Cash App. Get it done. We in the season of Ma'at. It's $4. Season of Ma'at is the number 4. Anything to add up to 4. Leo, there you go. Man, shut up, nigga. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Be quiet. Be quiet. This nigga is acting weird. But yeah, we gonna see. But we gonna talk about it over at Norb's joint in a little bit. One y'all selves.